Today I'm going to speak to you about video game culture. Me personally, I didn't know that it was even a culture to begin with, but it's a subculture that forms around video games. It's actually worldwide. Anybody who plays video games or computer games, even on your phone, you're part of this video game culture. It has a very large history that I'm going to speak to you about. It affects our culture personally, and the games within it has different cultures. But first off, I want to talk to you about the history that video game culture has. It first started out in the 1950s, and it was a game called Pong. It basically started out the whole video game process. According to TechCrunch, which is an online source, it states that since the birth in 1950s, gaming has been the most profitable entertainment industry in the world. It affects all different ages, mostly from 6 to 45 that plays video games, which is very surprising to me. According to Entertainment Software Association, which is ESE, which is a very popular thing, in 2015 there were 42% of Americans who played video games regularly, or at least 3 times a week, or 3 hours a week. Secondly, I want to talk to you about how video games affect our culture. Games are like the education system that we have. It's really good. It has goals that need to be set, needs that need to be met, scoring system, difficulty levels which is adjustable, and random surprises, and so much more. Like in the education system, we had difficulty levels. Like you can't start out about to go to elementary school and then, well, this is the grade that I have, so you're not going to start off in high school. That's a different difficulty level. That's why we have elementary, middle, high, and then college. You can't just automatically jump and go to college when you're in middle school. It's hard. You wouldn't be able to understand it. Some people also connect video games to the violence in today's world, which is not true. Video games necessarily shape people into positive people, if that's the way they put it. It all affects how you see the game. The culture within the video games, there's many different cultures within video games. Like in Resident Evil, the culture is set in a futuristic world where people turns into zombies, and if you get bitten or something, you will turn into this. So it's a different outcome than what we expect it to be in the real world. The game Sims, you are able to create your own virtual family world, create your own culture that you want to. It's no storyline that follows, and you have any culture, religion, anything that you want to choose to be it. And like in Grand Theft Auto, yes, this is a very violent game, but it also it gives the younger kids in today's time the opportunity to have some freedom on a video game. It lets the kids think, well, be able to drive in it. It makes them think that, hey, I can drive. I'm able to drive, do something. But this game, it does show violence in it, but it also gives children all the experiences they would want in a game. And then in Assassin's Creed, it's based off of the 15th and 16th century. It shows people how they acted in that time period. It also connects to historical fictions and characters. And most people, according to Wikipedia, in 2016, the average age for people who plays video games was 35, which was very surprising to me. Because to me, I thought you would play games when you were younger, but that's not entirely true. But video games and video culture, it's a really large part of people. So I'm glad you are listening to this, and I appreciate you staying to listen. Thank you.